possession. Here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass complete to Goddard. Space on the right, he's got room. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Working quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
McCarthy fires out wide. Complete. Down the sideline past the 40. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
It's a gain of 38
It goes for a
yards.
38-yard pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Straight ahead. Here's Mason. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Well, left side brought in by Hopkinson. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. It's a T.J. Hopkinson touchdown.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy's going to look to throw this. And this is Cup. And that 5th for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own. And then, on this little one-up-beat by scoring on the 2-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call. The coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating. And now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Forced out to his right. This is complete downfield to Smith. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Barkley off the pistol give. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Vikings 8-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, somebody gotta do it. I see the G. Watch him do it.
get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 8-7 the score. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. On second down, here's Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And he makes the catch. The two-point conversion try is good.
Vikings 8. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Naylor on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Gain of 18. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Brought in left side by Jefferson. Reaches the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it and see if you can be successful again? They do, and they are.
Well, I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
At their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
And these pass rushers in the game today, they are so doggone good. Not only are they good at getting home and sacking the quarterback, look at this. He was fighting the blocker. He kept his eyes on the ball, times it perfectly, and he forces a pass breakup.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Hurts looking to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. He passes the 35. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. down, a run with Barkley. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight, more coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They go to Barkley again. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
First down now, ball at the 33. Hurts. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Man in motion here. We give here to the motion man. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Eagles first down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Philadelphia.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On a play fake, it's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard
Looking inside the red zone. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Back to throw. Hurts. Escape. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
They can attack on 2 more. The Eagles and Hurts to the line.
will set up for the 2-point
They're going to try and throw it here. And he will reach the end zone, so a perfect ending to the first half. They get a touchdown and tack on the 2-point try.
16. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they set return, here's Miles Price. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off
Elliott's
for
all set for the
Philadelphia.
kickoff. On the return, here's Price. And he's out of bounds up across the
Vikings
25.
take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for just
Yeah, in this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the
leads to
catch
second and
first.
10.
Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. It is caught left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down.
So first down from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mason will try this one up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Jihad Campbell.
Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 40-yard
From
line.
the shotgun, McCarthy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Alexander.
Here he goes, third and long. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Working quickly here.
15 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's McCarthy on first and 10. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That one hits for 30. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point
Setting them up the middle. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
23. Vikings 22.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. He's going to field this at the 2. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. A play fake now hurts to throw. is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Eagles.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
6-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Running back sent in motion. Barkley again here on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Taken down.
A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brings up third
When you
and
don't have
6.
great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. He's got the first down grab and still going. Gets it to the 15. And they take this in for the score.
Touchdown.
The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. 2-point attempt coming.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts looking to throw. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. What's the old saying, partner? You can't win them all. 3rd go and a 2-point conversion in this game, and that's only the first time they did not end up in the end zone.
I know we're seeing a boom in this aggressiveness in analytics, but I will tell you, kid, there's only so many plays. I mean, I guess you're going to see more coordinators and coaches spend off seasons adding more and more plays, but you only get so many reps during practice, and I am curious how many more 2-point shots they've got on that script.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. At the 21-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Has a big strike to Addison. Hits the 20. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Kevin O'Connell with the call. They're trying for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy's going to look to throw this. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. That right there really changes the complexion of this game. They take the lead on the conversion rather than playing for the tie.
You can just see my head up here in this booth, right? It's just shaking. I mean, the old-timers are looking at some of these decisions the new school guys are making and just wondering aloud, what are you thinking? Well, what they're thinking is what some of the data is telling them to do. And what I love, Kate, it now really puts the pressure on that other side to respond.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 35-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out distance onto this upcoming third down.
And 5.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
What up? Hey, easy, 63, back. 63.
Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down.
Gray, set. Hey, what up?
Desperation time here. And they get to him on fourth down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. A give to Mason. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and 2, McCarthy. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow the lead to 7. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4. Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this second half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Ooh, puts him air under this one, right side. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Gray, set.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here.
48 yards. And an Eagles first down.
They go play fake with Hurts.
And an Eagles first down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Hurts throwing again. Trying to push deep downfield. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Maybe a bit of desperation. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the